Attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
What it do? This is your homie, Rocky Rob, and this is the co-host, Big Sick, who
Big
probably
Sick got butt records.
right, man. I'm glad we're doing this. I think this is gonna be really fun. Like
So
we're gonna talk.
our topic today is aliens. Tell 'em, Rocky.
Yep. Today our topic is aliens, and I want to know if anyone has experienced abductions. Uh, maybe you had got raped or fondled with. Who knows, man? I don't know what happened. You probably don't remember what happened.
Now
Anything could.
let's let's start out here. So we're gonna tell everybody before we start that we're not experts in a lot of these subjects. We're just putting our opinion out there, what we think aliens are, if we've had experiences and everything. So, Rocky, let me know. What do you think? What do you think aliens are? Like when somebody asks you, "What's an alien?" What do you
Uh,
think?
alien means not of this earth, and I don't. It's probably not the correct term because I don't think any of us are from this planet. So we can't say that they're aliens because we're probably the aliens that came to this planet.
Hmm.
And I think everyone here came from Mars and we just forgot where we came from and shit. What you
So when it comes to so when it comes to typical aliens, do you believe in that? The bug-eyed, large head.
I think I believe in the grays, but I think there's different species that look different.
Now here I'll play devil's advocate there, and I'll say you believe in grays, but from what I've read, I believe this could be wrong, but it was about the 1950s or so when Roswell happened, and everybody started to believe in the grays. Now, could the grays be what we would call an egregore, which is something that everybody believes in to an extent that they believe that that is what it is, but it's not in reality. You see what I'm saying? They create the vision of the alien because everybody thinks it looks that way. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So they
right.
believe in it. Now, is that the case, or do aliens look different?
It could be if they're dimensional beings and not of this dimension, then they could be far more advanced where they're able to appear in any form they choose to.
That's true. And I'm going to piggyback off that. And one of my beliefs is aliens don't travel as fast as people think they do, which people think they zip through space and they zip through Earth fast.
Yeah,
What they do is they interdimensionally hop. That's how they appear and disappear. You know, so it's like instead of them going fast, they're able to dimension hop. They have some sort of technology, or they're like built into the world itself almost. Like they can hop through different areas and dimensions. Um, that's one of my beliefs of aliens because I just don't believe that they travel as fast as people say. Because they appear and then they're silent, and then when the triangle, they explain the triangle crafts most of the time. They're like black and they have three lights and they go above their head and they're completely silent. Like that's not even possible, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they
Right.
gotta have some sort of they can move like quickly. And that's why I think they dimension hop because
I think they use like quantum bubbles, like a bubble around their ship.
really how fast would they have to be moving? If our galaxy is just one galaxy, then how fast would they have to be moving through galaxies? They would have to have technology beyond what you could even imagine.
So
You
some
know,
say that the galaxy's like just sitting still, but others say that the galaxy's really flying, constantly moving through space. Because I
yeah,
remember, I think I believe that because when I was in the '90s, when I was a kid, when I used to look up at the sky, it was filled with stars, like, and now it seems to be expanding and getting darker and darker.
it definitely is changing, and the black hole eats up things. When the star, I believe, implodes, it creates a black hole,
But you
and
know,
it eats everything around it.
that's a whole different subject. Another
Yeah,
thing I
that's
could
another
talk about
subject,
there.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's another subject.
man. Let me
So
play. Now go
play
ahead.
some,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
play some shit.
I was gonna play
There
this
you go.
video. It doesn't have sound to it though. I just what I because I listened to it. It doesn't have sound, but this is a video that Logan Paul recorded himself. As somebody had this video and he had a hidden camera and he managed to capture it while he was playing this video.
I could only hear the very end of that. Was there any sound in that?
No, there was no sound.
Okay. Um. Yeah, it's crazy shit. I don't know if it's
So
real or not, but it's crazy.
see, the story behind it, like I said, it was Logan Paul went to this guy's house, and he said he had a video
Rocky
that
Mountain. Rocky Mountain.
he had not shown to anybody, and so he he could he only seen it once, but then he went back because he wanted to get it on, like take a video of it. So he had a hidden camera, went in the house, saw that video again, but he managed to get it on the camera on recorded. He recorded the screen and he showed it to everyone else. I was like, that's pretty cool. It's like but yeah, we never know, man. Like I got some other videos. One's like 2 minutes long now. It's like different clips of shit of different aliens that people seen.
Slash Master Sid in the chat wants to know: do you think aliens would be human form?
I think so. I heard there's a group of aliens that are from the Andromedan galaxy, and they're called the oh no, they're from the Pleiades. They're
There's
from
three different
Pleiades.
areas. The Pleiades is
Yeah,
one of them. Yeah.
the Palladians are they're like supposed to be real gentle and
Yeah, but
to heal.
how the fuck do people know that though? Really? You know,
Yeah, that's true. But
unless they were either they were told or they're making it up.
but see that I think this is bad, man. This is like it could go either way because aliens do have abilities that we do have, but we just we don't know how to
Hey,
tap into them. It's like we forgot, you know.
if you're in the chat, I want you to type out what if you want to, what you think aliens are. Just what do you think? Are they real, fake, humans, big bug-eyed creatures, the Greys,
Right? Let me play
one-celled
this.
amoebas? Aliens could technically okay. So if life existed on Mars with water at one point, as they say, aliens could be one-celled amoebas. It's still alien to us. Now, what is really an alien? You know, just something not of
Okay,
this earth.
so check this out. Uh, okay, man, this is like, see, because this is all makes sense because they're all intertwined, dude. Like,
They do.
telepathy and all the shit intertwines with the alien theory, with aliens and extraterrestrials and shit. Like,
Well,
and
and you
even
can even get into conspiracies,
yeah, even
oh,
reincarnation.
they're gonna bring in the aliens, or at least like a projection of them
So
to
look,
like
check
get
this
people to
out.
comply. That's a
So
conspiracy.
I looked up and it is, and I looked up in like it's a law and shit that they made it a law that you can talk to aliens. But it's illegal to talk to interdimensional beings. I'm like, and this is real shit for real. Like I looked it
It's
up.
all. Why is it illegal though?
I'm like, w- so it's not illegal to talk to aliens, but it's illegal to talk to interdimensional beings. I'm like, what?
Well, how the fuck how do they talk to them?
I guess telepathy. I guess you could channel people.
That's
That's
right.
a
Like, oh,
channeling.
well, then you could bring in then you can start bringing in magic, like summoning and then
That's what I'm
that's a
saying. Like
different story though. That's a different story.
that's crazy. Is that it all connects. Like different stuff we could talk about.
Now,
It branch it.
some people, and including me at one point, I don't think I do anymore, believe that aliens are actually demons. They're the fallen angels. You know what I'm saying? That fell to fucking earth, if you believe biblically, and mated with women. Fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know if you knew that, but that's a theory
Yeah.
that a lot of people believe in.
Yeah. I know. My dad believes it too.
Oh, your dad does?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, what if it's nothing? I mean, you could go as far as even saying that, like, oh, life's a simulation, so it doesn't matter anyways. Like, it's just another simulation. Like, is the
Oh,
universe real or not? Then you can go into that area. Is it a simulation? Is it fake? It's like a playground of creation.
okay. So there's there. See, they just if I when we talk about this, then I think about something else I want to talk about. That's
Oh yeah,
like Jesus,
it's
man. I
going
was
down the
like,
rabbit hole. Yeah.
uh, oh man. So let me play these videos and let me know what y'all think.
All right. Yeah. Give me a little break. Let's play a video.
It's like 2 minutes long.
As of right now, more and more information is being released about the mysterious entities that were sighted in Peru. Oddly enough, since the topic has been trending, Locals have been posting photographs of the alleged creatures, with some describing them as giving off bright lights, while others have said that they have big heads with large eyes. This photograph was just posted online by a local called Alfredo. He details that he lives in Iquitos and that during the night, something was emitting a bright light in his garden. Thinking that it was someone with a flashlight, he decided to investigate. As he made his way outside, he could hear movement, and because of this, he was hesitant to approach. However, as he did, he encountered what he described was a humanoid-like figure that was emitting a bright light. It was so bright that it lit up his entire garden, and he even detailed that it hurt his eyes to look directly at it. He grabbed his phone and took several photographs, but due to how bright the light was, this entity only showed up in 2 of them. The whole encounter lasted no more than 20 seconds, and after the photographs were taken, Alfredo said that the light vanished from the being and it left the area. He switched on the light on his phone, but could no longer see the entity. After this, he quickly made his way inside. Interestingly, he said that this isn't the first time that these entities have been witnessed, and detailed that locals have allegedly been encountering them now for several months. Black helicopters have also been observed in the area. Those who investigate the unknown have said that black helicopters have been a recurring and perplexing element that often accompanies reports of unidentified objects. These ominous aircraft, painted in dark hues and often lacking visible markings, have sparked intrigue and speculation among enthusiasts. The term black helicopters gained prominence during the 1970s and 1980s. These helicopters are characterized by their dark color, often devoid of standard aviation markings or insignia. Reports frequently describe them as flying low and maneuvering with an air of precision that hints at sophisticated technology. Some speculate that the helicopters are part of government agencies' efforts to monitor activity and investigate sightings. The association with black helicopters could be an attempt to maintain secrecy and avoid detection by civilian observers. As of right now, Peru is still trending on social media.
Okay, so what do you think about that?
I don't know what the fuck I think anymore about this.
So like it's a uh I don't think alien like okay, I don't think aliens are might not be what we think they are. They're like some of them are from other dimensions and
Yeah.
some of them are from are just pure energy, so they look like lights when they like the pictures that we seen and shit. What did everyone else think? You said it looked freaky.
Say in the chat what you think about any of this. You think it sucks? Tell me fuck you, Big Sick. You know? Alright. So here, this is where I want to go now. Rocky and also the chat. Have you ever had any experience with extraterrestrials of any sort or UFOs? Now, Rocky, have you ever had anything happen?
I've seen like being at the movies. Uh, Once I were at the drive-in. This is I think I was like 15. I don't really remember, but somewhere it was a while back, right? When it was summertime, we were watching the movie at the drive-in, and I remember looking up and I seen uh, a dark, fucking dark. What's it called? No, it wasn't dark. It was a green. Sorry, I gotta turn on the brightness. Um. Oh, yeah, it was a green dot, and you could see the green light. Just hovering, floating, and then I seen it shoot off in an instant. It was like one was there, and then next thing you know, it was just like a streak shot off in space.
Now, my experience, I don't know if it was real a dream or hallucination or a schizophrenic break. So mine fucking I was heavily at this time I was heavily involved in the occult. Heavily. I was doing witchcraft and black magic and everything, like spells, summoning shit. Even if that shit's not real, like I was still doing it. I don't know if it's real or not. That's for another time. But I was like dreaming or falling asleep, and then all of a sudden I felt like it was a vacuum, but on my body. But it was like sucking me upwards, and my soul was like getting ripped from my body, like it was an out of body experience and shit, you know.
Damn.
But I was getting sucked upwards into something, and then the next moment, because everybody can make fun of me for this. Let me pause for a second. I told Rocky this already. Aliens might be the big eyed gray ones. If I saw those motherfuckers, I might be a bit terrified, especially if they had psychic powers and could do things like, nah, fuck that, you
So,
know?
so here's a story I heard about the Greys, the big gray ones. I heard that they're really humans from the future, and the reason why they got that way is because humans been trying to the humans at around their time, right, were cloning themselves to last longer, and they try to perfect, make more a better, more better human, I guess. But they had a nuclear war, so they kept cloning themselves to have healthy bodies. But over time, they started losing the color of their skin, and they became all gray looking, and they're just human clones from the future, and they come back
That
to the past because some of them want to stop it from happening again.
I could say it's possible. I could see it. It's a possibility. But I need to finish this real quick.
All
So
right.
I was getting sucked up, and there was like a vacuum on my whole body. I got sucked up. It was this place, and it kind of looked like the Star Trek bridge. I'm not kidding, but it was all silver and like white. It was like pure. It was like made of steel that you couldn't even imagine. Like this shiny shit. Fucking. It was like a doctor's. It was like a hospital, but it was even more advanced. This shit was like pure clean, you know. And then so I walked down this little deck, and they told me in my mind that there was capsules of people from the past. And these beings, I didn't see them, but I heard them in my mind when I was on the bridge, that these were my past lives. And
Ah,
then shortly after that, I felt that fucking tunnel again, and I woke up. However, I had sleep paralysis, so which means I can only move my eyes. I thought I was dead, literally dead, because I didn't know what sleep paralysis was at the time. So, if you ever have sleep paralysis and you feel like you can't move, you want to start moving your fingers or toes first, because that's what your body will react to first. And I freaked the fuck out, and I was like trying to scream and I couldn't. My body was literally stuck in the deepest stage of sleep. So I'm looking around and I'm hearing static and shit and like voices and shit at the same time. But then I'm like, no, I'm either dreaming or I'm going crazy. I'm dead. I don't know what's going on, you know. And all of a sudden, eventually, I could start moving my body again. But it took like an hour to do it. And yeah. So I don't know if it's real. It was a dream, or they like wiped my mind partially. Because like if I actually saw them and what they were doing, I don't know if they do things. But like I'm gonna be fucking terrified because I have no control over that situation.
Right.
So I don't know what they're capable of, and
Okay.
they're
You ever
advanced.
you ever heard of so there's something called the Galactic Federation.
I think I heard of it, but I don't know too much about it.
Okay, so it's like a group of alien species that come together to protect Earth, because one of the there's laws out there that even aliens follow by. So one of the galactic laws is, or universal laws is, never interfere and never interfere in the don't get in the way of a soul's choice. You have to allow them to make a choice and to experience whatever the outcome is. You can't intervene. We can't whatever's happening here. We have to the humans have to figure it out.
All right, here's the
That's-
question though. Here's a big question that everybody thinks about. Did aliens help build the pyramids and other big structures like Stonehenge? Which Stonehenge I can't explain. I might be able to explain the pyramids being built by people, especially because Egypt was run with so much slaves that would do hard labor all day. So it's possible if thousands of people are doing it that they can do that. But I don't know how they hung the top rocks at Stonehenge.
oh
Now,
man,
some people say giants, but others people say aliens. So,
I think giants still exist.
like what, Andre the Giant or even bigger?
No, I'm talking about like 11 foot,
The
12 foot
huge, the
giants.
huge, yeah.
But see, humans are like they're so caught up in an illusion that they don't realize how much like werewolf, like Dogman and werewolves and all that shit, skinwalkers, whatever, all that shit's real, dude. It's like, but the people are not aware of it because they're too caught up in fucking bullshit that doesn't matter.
Well,
But
maybe that's a good thing.
that's a whole different. We can
Well, maybe
very
that's a good thing. I don't know if I want to see like skinwalkers and shit. I want to be
yeah,
ignorant to it.
and that's a story for another time.
Yeah.
But,
You got a video?
no, I don't have videos of it, but I could
All
probably.
right, put
Uh,
put that guy put that one up I gave you.
all right, let me see
So
that.
in Thelema, so Aleister Crowley actually relates to this as well in a way. No, I'm not an expert on this because I'm more of a jack of all trades when it comes to any religious stuff. So if I get something wrong, somebody correct me. I'm not perfect at this shit. Don't get pissed. So now this is actually two different things. Okay, so people believe this is two different things. So Aleister Crowley did experiments with Jack Parsons and some other people in history, and they would do rituals and everything. Now, Jack Parsons led to the rocket shit that NASA used. That's eventually what he found out through all this shit. But they supposedly summoned. Okay, so there's two ideas, and each other, whoever I say is going to hate each other. Okay, so there's the idea that Crawley summoned this deity right here that looks like a alien in physical manifestation and made a hole in reality pretty much, and like aliens can come through, and they're called Lamb or I am. Now the
That
second
is
theory is that this is actually a self-portrait of Crawley himself. When he was meditating, and this is what a lot of people think, when he was meditating, that's the inner being that he saw. That's who he was. Like I guess it would be an alien then, right? I don't know, whatever that is.
okay.
So, and those two people, disagreed with each other. Oh no, he's real. Oh no, he's not. Oh no, he's real. I don't fucking know what he is, okay? All I know is that's weird that he drew an image that looks like that, and then aliens started to appear shortly after. And everybody started seeing the same type of shit. Now, was it because of that drawing and everybody thought aliens looked like that, or was it because they were actually seeing them? Or just going
Right,
insane?
right.
So what do you think? Could this be an actual being, or was this himself?
Mm.
In the chat, post what you think.
Right. Let us know your thoughts
Now I'm
and
gonna have a Thalamite come in here and be like, "That's not what I mean." But yeah, it does.
right. And
I've studied that stuff.
if anyone wants to jump on and y'all give us your opinions, stories,
Yes.
uh, please, we'll send you the link. Send me a message on Facebook. Um, I think you still want the picture up.
No, I don't need the picture. No.
All right. So I believe. eh, Well, damn it, dude.
Now, if they were interdimensional beings, as some people think, could that be quote unquote demonic? Like he's summoning demons, which are
Well,
actually were actually aliens.
there is malevolent beings and that seek to destroy, and that's all they do. And there's other beings that may look like you might think they're demons, but they're probably not.
Now,
But they look different.
one weird theory I heard once about alien faces is alien heads are actually helmets that they wear. That's not their face. It's
Yeah,
so they
some
can
say
breathe on
because
this world, and it's
yeah,
just probably to look maybe even to look intimidating. Like,
probably.
because they're only supposed to be like 3 or 4 feet tall. So I mean, you can honestly like beat the hell out of that thing easily. I mean, but it has psychic powers, I've heard.
Like,
So
oh
it needs to look intimidating as well, and they need to rush you multiple at once.
man, we could get deeper and deeper up in here. Uh,
Have
so like
you?
when
What would your experience be that if you woke up and you were surrounded by these aliens? Like just there was at least 10 of them right around your body.
Mhm. I might be startled, but I don't think I would be afraid, because uh, it must be a part of my experience, my human experience. Yeah.
I'd be fucking terrified. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's a whole nother like deeper rabbit hole I could get into right there.
It's weird because demons don't scare me, but aliens do. I don't get it. So I just don't
Yeah,
like
it's
how they,
because
I don't like how they look. I
yeah,
don't like their
but they
big beady eyes, and it's not like a cat's eyes. Cute. It's it's nothingness. Their
how about
eyes are
the
void of everything.
okay? Let me do something quick. Like
And that's why I think they're terrifying because they're void of emotion, it seems. Well, at least the stories I've heard and pictures I've seen, they are always straight faced and they never change their expression. It seems like they don't have to blink.
so I'm about to
That's weird
add
in itself. They're just staring at you. Like,
so I'm about to add these supposed different species. All right, and
let's
they're in the
do it.
books.
Let's do it.
So like here's one of them. You know, that's one of them. Syrians, Draconians, which is basically former lizard people. They're Curians. They're like healers. We got these motherfuckers. Larian.
I mean, she was kind of attractive. Just saying. I'd marry a Lyrian. Wow.
Anunnaki.
That looks like something out of Doctor Who.
Now these are supposed like people who've seen them, and they just drew pictures of them.
Now, here's a question I've always had about aliens, okay? And actually, just thinking in general. If we can think of aliens, why do we think of them as grays? Aliens could technically be anything that you thought of. You know what I'm saying? Like even stuff you couldn't think of, like fucking, you know what I'm saying? Why do we always think of aliens in one way? I'm saying, why do they have bodies like humans? Why can't they be anything?
That's what I said.
Yeah. Why can't they be
They,
anything? Like, why can't they be something that we couldn't even describe?
they can be, but I don't think our minds can handle it.
Yeah, and there's Ken, supposedly. There's Ken.
Well, I mean, we can. It's because we need to upgrade. We need to raise the consciousness to a higher level so you can understand those type of things. But
I have
like I
Slash
said,
Master. Slash Master Sid made a good point.
it's,
Insects, because first of all, we're ape in essential as humans. Could insect? That's a theory. Could insects also have advanced? And insects have been alive a lot longer than us and monkeys.
A lot longer.
So could insects have advanced? Could other species have advanced, even if it's not on this world as well?
I, you know what I think? I think Earth is the birthplace of all civilization throughout the galaxy.
Hmm.
And this is where all the animals are at, and that's why you see different species. Like you seen people have seen a species of extraterrestrials that look like insects, like
Hmm.
praying mantis. They look like a praying
Fuck
mantis.
that, man. I'd run.
It's
How
like
big is that thing? Like 10 feet tall?
I think so. You know, they're uh yeah, I think this is the birthplace of all like different civilization,
They
and
could
that's
also
why
explain planets and had other races on them before they
that
burned
too,
out.
that too, because we're
Like
creators, man. Like
how far could alien go? Or is it could we just say the simulation theory of everything is just a dream anyways? Like could you play it that way too? So I mean, aliens exist, but so fucking what? Like nothing's real anyways. Hmm. You know,
yeah,
you could think of it that way. I mean,
yeah, you can.
if nothing's real, aliens aren't real. I guess.
At the You want to know how we always shifting, you like different realities. When you're asleep and you wake up, you might notice that something's different, even if it's just a little thing. That's how you know you switch realities with another version of yourself,
There are aliens in those realities.
right?
Are there aliens in every dimension, quantum physically, where every slice of second is a different you? Are there aliens in those worlds? Or is it only this world?
I think some dimensions have light, but others don't have anything. It's just dark. I I think when when a black hole or a supernova goes off or whatever, and it creates
Hmm.
a black hole, all that energy is going somewhere, creating another fucking people might call Big Bang or whatever, and it's just a repeat over and over and over. Concentrating.
Do aliens exist in all of those though?
I don't know. Or maybe we so that's the mission. What if we are the creators of this universe, like every single one of us, and we just cause ourselves to forget, and every alien, everything physical, aliens and all that, in this realm at least, we created it and we forgot, so we could remember again later on. But
Well, I made a mistake then. I don't want to see aliens. I created that.
it's like one of those things where it's I think like all of us came together and say because we reside in the realm of the absolute
Well, that's what I was
where
saying. That's what I was saying earlier.
yeah
That
that's
if
what
enough
we
people believe in it, it exists.
yeah and
Speaking of
that's
American Gods, that's a perfect show if you want to think about that type of stuff.
all right. Yeah,
I don't know if you've seen
You're-
that.
yeah, I heard of it. I think I seen it one
Oh, it's
episode.
good. It's good. But yeah, what do you guys think? You got any guests or no?
No guests right now,
No guests.
not yet, but we got people watching though.
All right, we got any more fucking media?
You want to hear some? We could play some music. I could play
Yeah,
a
play
truth.
play some alien shit.
I got see dang, that's what
I
I
need a
could do.
small break because my mind is about to break.
But I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this truth telling song though.
All right, let's do that.
It is kind of a funny story. He lives in a 4x2 glass box that reminds me of my head. I wish my floor would have rocks, but it's covered with puddles instead. If I could be him, life would be great. I could erase this permanent frown. I wouldn't even be held down by my own weight. I woke up, walked to the tank to hear his thoughts on yesterday. How was it, I asked, and after a tap on the glass, he looked my way, then gave me this depressed expression and pressed his best just to say, besides the tides and the gray skies, it was okay. And I said, hey, Mr. Fish, you get all that you wish. You got nothing to complain about while hanging out in this bit. And he replied, well, existence is bliss. There's so much that you miss. Besides, get off the trip. Happiness is just a myth. I said, living in water is extremely more peaceful than life. Confined with mind blinded by the evil and forced to see through these two peoples. It seems to redeem freedom not being limited by walls, but that only means I qualify as ground for the sky when it falls. That only means I qualify as ground for the sky when it falls. That only means I qualify as ground for the sky when it falls. That only means I qualify as ground for the sky when it falls. But Mr. Fish just laughed as I went on and on and on. So I interrupted his chuckle, putting up my middle finger, and he boldly told me it's too bad I'm such a thinker. So arrogantly I asked, how could someone think too much? He added that insanity lingers and thoughts brought me to the brink of such. He said you live inside a head that reminds me of my glass box, and everyone's the same. All brains are contained by your reality frame, and change with terrain. It's trained not to change. And once you see what I've explained, you hit the jackpot. Yeah, and at that very moment, it was like my eyes really opened. The air that previously surrounded me was now an ocean, still totally invisible except for minor pieces of debris. The Mr. Fish pushed up to the glass, and he looked just like me. My whole world spun around. I didn't understand, but I realized I was no longer a man. So I thought about what he said and asked him what was going on. And he said, you didn't know it, but you were the fish all along. He said, congratulations, you did it, you broke free. You're just a fish, like the rest of humanity. Now it took me a long time to get adjusted to this tank, but now I know what I am. And so to that man I give thanks. I've always lived inside this glass box that reminds him of his head. It just goes to show you that your mind is your own monster. Reality's what you make it, and if you take it away, you're just a fish like me, swimming in the powdered water.
That's some good shit.
I know, dude, but he's making a point.
He never had any experience. Slash Master said, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. He says he's never had any experience, lights in the sky, or extraterrestrial beings. He's never had any experience that he remembers. Because a lot of times they say you don't remember. You know, like that's where they come up with the Men in Black shit. Oh, they erase your mind and shit. You know, they come up with it because they thought that aliens did it. You know, that when they returned you, you couldn't remember a lot of the stuff. I don't. If my shit was true, I don't remember them whatsoever. But I feel like I was lifted into it. But yeah, I can't remember if it was a procedure or anything about it besides the past lives. So, slash Master Sid, that could have happened to you. What do you think, Rocky? Could they erase your mind? See on there? Is he on here still? Rocky, can I hear you?
Oh, my bad. I put up my mute.
All
Yeah, when I
right.
was talking. Um,
I heard when nobody heard none of that.
oh shit.
Even the people that watch this later will be like, "What the fuck was he saying?" Oh, some can read lips.
Yeah. Um, dang, I forgot what I was saying now.
You
Oh
forgot what you were
shit.
saying. Hi, motherfucker.
Oh yeah. But
So in the chat, I want to hear your thoughts, then thoughts on aliens. Are they real or are they not? Are they big and white head and black eyes? Are they
right.
anything? What's your conclusion to aliens? Because I don't know if I have a conclusion, you know? Like, I don't know if this is real or not, first of all.
Right.
And if it is, I mean, like I said, I'm kind of afraid of aliens. Not like it, like the alien toys or anything, but if as aliens surrounded me, I might have an anxiety attack and die.
Yeah. I mean,
Are they demonic beings or just beings of another universe that you can? Some say you can summon them up. Like I said, Aleister Crowley. Half of them think that drawing was an actual being,
yeah.
and
They
if
probably
not,
think.
and if not, then it was himself. But still, it was an alien.
So you. Oh, now I remember what I was going to say. So when it came to those about your meeting your past lives, or they're saying during your past lives,
Yeah,
and so basically you're meeting yourself. You know, you split because every time. Okay, so when we die, a part of our soul stays here. It's like an egg, like a cell. It splits itself. So one stays here, another your higher version of it yourself goes higher, and then
right,
it keeps splitting itself. So eventually you're gonna meet yourself all over again. Like it comes like a full circle type thing. So eventually you're gonna meet yourself. And you're gonna say, "I'm your past life." You know.
right.
So
So
okay,
that's what.
so hold up. Here's it. To them, they might be future you, but to them, they're your past. You know. But one day you could be looking at yourself from their perspective. You know, you could be saying, "Hey," and have the same conversation. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So time in
You're getting
reality.
into another.
I
You're
know,
getting
but
into the as above, so below now. Like,
it connects to each other though, man, with
but
aliens and
that's
all
for another time. What?
that.
That's a different That's a different podcast in entirety. Fucking.
uh,
But do you think aliens exist?
I believe so. Yeah.
My answer is they probably do, but I don't like that thought.
So like you would say, but you meant like let's say the Palladian race, where they look just identical to humans, except they're just more like light, more brighter.
But they're
Their
tall.
vibrations
They're
are,
tall as hell.
yeah, they're like tall, blonde, but
Yeah, I've
if
seen that
you
list before.
but if you met an alien, do you feel they're like they're hot? Like let's say you started like freaking out, but then they kind of just calm you down. They're like, "Hey, you got nothing to fear. I'm not gonna hurt you." If they
Do,
start talking to you. So
do
like there
you?
was this. Hold
Go
on,
ahead.
I heard this. I heard this story. This lady got abducted and she started to freak out, but they started talking to her and told her that she had nothing to fear, that they weren't gonna hurt her. And then she calmed down and shit.
Do you think an alien could be a demon?
No, I don't think
No.
so. No. I used to believe in demons, but not anymore.
It's demons in a sense, in essence, are just your parts of your mind.
Yeah, I don't really have any, so I don't really see them.
That's another podcast as
See,
well. All
there's
right.
so much shit we could get into, man.
So aliens, bottom line, I don't like. Fuck aliens. I mean, they're cool, but they're not. Like, if they're cool, they stay the fuck away from me. Just don't come to my house, especially tonight, because we've been talking about aliens, so they might like scoop me in my dream again or my sleep. They're gonna come here. They're gonna freak me the fuck out because of you. It's your fucking fault. They come to my house. You want to talk all this
Yeah.
crazy shit, and then we get into deeper shit, and then these fucking aliens come and visit me. So it's all your fault, and whoever's even participating in this or watching this later, it's your fault too. Because you're just keep on thinking of these fucking aliens visiting me, and like you said, thoughts create reality, and these fucking aliens will be surrounding me. So don't you fucking do it.
You're gonna be like, hey, can you at least go pick up Rocky Rap? That's it.
All right, Rocky, you got any more music?
Yes, I'm gonna play this.
Let's play one more,
Okay.
and then a little bit, and then we're out.
All right. This is a song. It's actually another song off of Jay's after Slash Master Sid. This is What It Is featuring Conflict.
That's right, bitch.
Yo, I ride with motherfuckers that prefer to stab cats from the shadow. Hit the victim with the shiny meadow. Stiletto, you find us in the alley in the ghetto. G's pulling strings like Geppetto. Whatever you want, and can get you slumped. Don't forget the pump. For any enemies to get crunk. I've seen more than you fakers ever dream. Motherfucker mainstream. In every lame team you can't sing. I'm banging from LA to Beijing. I just so happen to be in the shot with the homies on day thing. So say this ain't clean. I'm metamorphosizing to a fiend. Puffing on the weed, popping, cutting through your porch screen. I got the hat, it's way to 14. Hit the fucking half sack, it's all green. This weed'll knock you out like Jardine. And stamp a barcode up on my fucking head and get to packing up the glass bowl. You asshole, I'm out to gank the cash flow. With all your partners in that fat hole. I sell your shit up in El Paso. I'm all you ask for. And I'm a little more than a little rascal. Motherfucker, you can suck a dick, seasoned with Tabasco. I bury all commercial tracks with a backhoe. You can fuck a crack hole with the clap. A honky that can rap, what you know about that? You catch me and my homies fucking up a track with a 30 pack. Never step to me without a sturdy back. You pretty whack. And save it for the cats that can't seem to state a fact. And you can hate me all you want, you bitch, I hate you back. So take a number and you can witness gangsta snap. Got Bud the fucking label posted with a thumbtack. And slash master Sid will blast at your kids before you ask what it is. Just recognize what it is.
What it is, homie. Chicago is only another day, another dollar. Follow damn the 40s. Neglected the conscience and shot up your concert. Killing radio monster, cock gobbling sponsors. All these pop stars talking hard with bodyguards. Doesn't pop off long till we rowdy like Mardi Gras. Outside the bar, still flapping it, yeah. Bitch, I'm outside the law, slap your jaw with the strap. See my ammunition, way past efficient. Italiano Westle on a massive mission. I can grant admission to your funeral sermons. MCs be nervous cause they needles hypodermic. All the heroes hurting to my villainous purpose. Treason is the reason I recorded and burned it. I can feel the endurance as I surf the currents. Looking for my next murder, talk about it to the burner. I never learned another option. Ways I've adopted. Vodka and the rocks, Billy in the pocket. Speaking of the topic, roll up the chronic. Pass it the logical, pass it the conflict. Got blood, motherfucker, put it in the air. Commit the robbery and divide up the share. I put the mask on, tighten up the gloves, blasting off the snug, splatter brain matter on the rug. To the back with the pump, watch your homeboy slump. 2 bodies in the trunk, traveling through the dust. Should've fucking gave up the cash that I want. You can welcome me to hell when the Grim Reaper haunts. See the jewels you flaunt, the fool that I stalk. Best be cool how you talk in the city of the shy. I'll end the misery of your shitty little lie. Better check the potency of the poet who resides. You can die, motherfucker. Die, bitch. You can die, motherfucker. Die, 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 die.
Hell yeah.
All right. So we want people to write in if they're watching this, and they can write in. Either go to the Got Bud Records website. There's a form under our podcast. You just fill it out. It'll send it right to us. Or you can do info at gotbudrecords with a Z.com. On email us like that. We want to know your thoughts on this episode. Aliens. Did you like it? Did you not? Correct us if we were wrong in some shit. Just give us your thoughts of aliens as well. You could even be elaborate if you want to write a lot about it. And also,
Perfect.
we want you to write about questions for the next show as well, because we're going to read some of these on the next show. Now, the next show is about a Ouija boards. So if you have any experiences with Ouija boards and you want to come on the podcast, we invite you on the podcast. Now, if you just want to ask us a question or a comment about Ouija boards, what you believe in them, anything is, write to us. Info at gotbudrecords.com or the website. And we're going to read those, so some of those submissions on every episode. So the next episode after Ouija boards, we want you guys to write about that. So Rocky, plug your shit. Your how to get a hold of you.
All right. Well, yeah, you can look me up on Facebook, Rocky Rob. You can go on Instagram. I think that's Rocky dot Rob 12 22. Man, I can't believe I forgot. I forgot my own Instagram. My bad. But y'all can reach me on the best way to reach me is Facebook, anyways, or my email is RockyRob999 at iCloud.com. So there or Instagram. I mean, Messenger on Facebook, Rocky Rob. That's the best way in my email.
And if you want to email me to tell me how much I sucked on this podcast, bigsick@gmail.com. I'll be glad to tell you to fuck off back. And if you want to get a hold of me in other ways, gotbudrecords.com with a Z. Get a hold of me on there. I'm always posting shit, everything. We also have Instagram, Got Bud Records on all of them. Instagram, Facebook, um, Twitter, which is now X, and I forgot what. Oh, here, YouTube. Got Bud Records on all of them. Look us up. We're both on Got Bud Records. We also have Slash Master Sid on there. President Got Bud Records. One of the greatest hip hops in the underground today. Check out the rest of our roster. Uh, you know, Fame, the HOF, Sigma, Mistress Black, Heckles, Conflict. He's coming back. I think
Oh
that's
yeah.
everybody, right? Oh, and we got a new member coming, which is a female MC. So check us out, Got Bud. We're more of a collective. We help each other out, and Got Bud Records. So
Yep.
until then, stay weird, motherfuckers.